I'm thrilled to be able to have this conversation with you about careers in architecture. And in particular, I want to talk about the amazing opportunity that I believe is there for students to consider in joining a large firm. I talk to a lot of students as I travel and meet with groups. And so many times, they tell me that they're really interested in joining a small firm or want to go out on their own. And, there's a lot of different paths. There's a lot of choices, and that's the great thing about being an architect. But I've worked for 3 large firms over my career and have had a terrific career experience at all 3, and in particular at Gensler. And what I want to talk about is the fact that, because of globalization and the range of design opportunities across the world and in so many different areas of architecture, I think now is an amazing time to really be considering a large firm as you come out of school. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I'm one of 5 children, went K through 12 to public schools, and as far back as I can remember, I wanted to be an architect. I had all the symptoms. I was creative, I loved math and science, I loved to build things. For Christmas, my sisters wanted dolls, and I wanted Legos and erector sets, and, again, it was definitely my passion. So I attended school and majored in architecture, and after graduation, joined one of the big Chicago architecture firms, Skidmore, Owings & Merrill. I worked for Skidmore for several years, and then I actually went back to school to get an MBA. And after graduating with my MBA, went to work for Epstein. I had a great experience and was made head of the Los Angeles office of Epstein. So then 18 years ago, my husband and my family, we moved out to Washington, D.C., where I had the opportunity to join Gensler and run the Washington, D.C. office. And then 6 years ago, Andy Cohen, David Gensler, and myself were made executive directors and co-CEOs of Gensler. Large firms are all about the design opportunity. When I first joined SOM right out of school, I had the opportunity to work on a 40-story office tower in Midtown Manhattan. And it was a great design opportunity, but what was really great was what I learned and what has been true for my entire career is that architecture is about teamwork. You do great projects because you have a great team. And the more diverse and multidisciplinary the team is, the greater the design ideas and the creativity and the innovation. And that's what Gensler is all about. And that's what large firms really offer a student when they're coming out of school. Gensler is the largest architecture firm in the United States. We have 40 offices in 8 countries, 20 different practice areas. And that means we have amazing diversity of ideas in our firm, an amazing innovation opportunity, an amazing creativity opportunity. We're working on projects, yes, at the scale of the Shanghai Tower, which will be the largest building in China, or the PNC Tower in Pittsburgh, which will not only be an amazing building from the standpoint of sustainability and energy, but it's also going to be about promoting health. But also we're doing projects like the Goodwill pop-up store, or some of our work for retailers like Abercrombie or Starbucks or The Gap. And projects as complex as airports, like work we're doing for JetBlue or the new terminal in San Francisco or United Airlines. And again, the range of opportunities is amazing, and the range of design possibilities in that kind of diverse atmosphere is what coming to a big firm is all about. I chose to work for a large firm, number one, because of the quality of design. When I looked at the buildings and places that I admired, and I researched who designed those projects, 9 out of 10 times, they were the large firms. And I wanted to do those kinds of projects. I wanted to be part of that kind of work. And the second reason was really, kind of the part B of that one, which is I wanted to be mentored by the kind of people that did those kind of projects. So I really wanted to have the opportunity to learn from people who knew how to produce beautiful work, quality work, and understand what was the thought process. How do you really engage your clients? How do you craft a building so that, again, it's just impeccable in terms of the details? How do you become a licensed professional? All of those kinds of things. I wanted to learn from the best of the best. And, again, I saw that in the large firms. And then the third thing is really the diversity of opportunities. And we talked a little bit about that. But, the scale of large and small projects. And frankly, I just want to say, even at Gensler, when we look at our projects and our portfolio, the vast majority of our projects are actually pretty modest-sized projects. And projects where, you're able to work on it and see it built and experience it, in the span of, 12 or 18 months. And so those opportunities to do large and small projects, to work on corporate interiors or work on a bank or work on an airport and have all those diverse opportunities within that one organization was really appealing to me. And then the next reason, which really is more about why I'm so passionate about Gensler, is that opportunity for entrepreneurship. Unlike a lot of other firms, large or small, we really say to people, follow your passions. We have certain practices, certain areas of business that we've developed over the years, but what are you interested in and what can you bring and build right here at Gensler? It's a place for safe risk-taking, kind of to start your own business, but within this larger umbrella. The advice that I would give any student who's coming out of school today and looking at the architecture profession, what should they do? How should they go about making those decisions? First of all, realize that you are shaping your own destiny. Secondly, do your homework. Research the firms that are out there. Go on their websites. Talk to people that work there. Really understand the cultures of those organizations and what those organizations offer. Are they able to offer learning opportunities, research opportunities? In addition, when we talk about what do firms offer, one area that we have focused on also is research. This goes back to that following your passions and really being able to explore ideas. Obviously on projects you do a lot of exploration, but what we have found is that even beyond your project exploration, you really want to go deeper. When you start to see really important ideas that are emerging on multiple projects, how do you take those ideas to the next level? So what we've been doing is offering research grants to people in our organization to spend a year exploring those ideas, developing concepts, and elevating our practice as it relates to what they are finding out through their research. Something else that you want to look at is diverse thinking. And is that organization, does it value diversity of ideas and diverse thinking? And, at Gensler, we really value that concept. And in fact, we launched the Gensler Exchange program, which is our way of really trying to increase the amount of opportunity that anyone in our organization has to work on a project outside of their home country. We believe that giving people the opportunity to experience diverse cultures really increases the quality of the design, the quality of the innovation, the breadth of the thinking that is brought to their projects. So if there's one piece of advice that I would give to students as they begin their careers as architects, it would be that no matter where you work, large firm, small firm, for yourself, whatever the situation, to remember that you are designing for people, that you're designing experiences, that what we do affects people's lives. And if we strive to continue to make people's lives better, we will certainly thrive as a profession.